Hi you guys, welcome back to Medicine Tarot. I wanted to make a video today about fear, how to navigate some overwhelming moments of fear, unmanageable fear in our body, in our minds, in our systems, and what, a new perspective, a perspective that will shed some light for you guys, hopefully. I want to say I hope you're safe. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're well fed, loved, and all those things during this weird, scary time. A lot of fear is coming up for people, which is why the timing of this video. And one thing that I'm observing is that as the entire nation and world is shutting down and so much uncertainty is coming up, what's happening is that this uncertainty and fear in the world currently is attaching itself to fear and uncertainty in people's bodies already, right? So it's new fear, old fear coming to join forces, and it's being augmented for people in their minds and bodies and becoming really it's becoming bad. And I hope that this, helps a little. Unprocessed fear is something I talk a lot about with my clients. I'm a transformational coach, which means I help you heal. I help you process things. I help you untangle anything that may be kind of blocking or stopping you. And this could be anything from severe trauma to confusion. I'm also a tarot reader, as you may know. I just did a video on the coronavirus on my Patreon. If you want to go check that out, the link is below. But I asked Spirit, I was like, I don't know what I'm asking, but tell me what is of benefit for us to know at this time. What is the timeline? How long is this going to last, etc. And the news was very positive, but if you want to go check that video out, it's on my Patreon. Now, let's get started with fear, okay? The equation that fear lives in, it's almost like the breeding ground where fear is born, comes from this simple idea alone. And fear across all situation all follows this one simple equation, you guys. And it is this: action being ineffective. That's it. Action not creating positive or creating no result. Ineffective action. So if you break it down to anxiety or fear of a job, fear of not getting a job, right? So you're saying to yourself, I put out all these resumes, I tried everything and still nothing has come. My action is ineffective. Boom, fear comes up, right? I've done everything I could. I put myself out there. I'm trying to meet all these people, trying to meet the one, and just year after year after year, all of my attempts and all of my action is ineffective. Boom, fear comes up. So try it in your own life. If whatever fear you're conscious of having, see if that equation fits. I guarantee you it will fit, okay? So that is where fear lives. It's action being ineffective. Now, there's a system that's running the show for most people, and it's our brain, it's our mind. And unfortunately, it's also our monkey mind that is continuously problem solving. So what your monkey mind does is it observes your life and everything that's going on, and then the monkey mind goes, day after day after day, you try this thing and it's still not working. Well, there must be something wrong with you. It attacks you, right? And so that's when low self-esteem, self-criticism, self-loathing starts occurring and starts, ramping up, because your monkey mind, who's just interested in understanding why the hell this is not happening, can't find an answer, and therefore starts saying, well, there's something wrong with you. If you are conscious of any kind of belief inside of you that says, there's something wrong with me in this, if you believe that in any capacity, please understand what you're really saying is that something wrong has happened. Okay? Monkey mind doesn't say something wrong has happened. No, monkey mind says there's something wrong with you because you're still there dealing with it. You still can't solve it. You still can't get out of it. So just be aware of that. That little clue, if you are taking this on, what I'm saying, you're hearing me, that will save you a lot of trouble. And it will open up a little window in your head about like which direction to heal in. Anyway, let's go back to fear. So now you're sitting there and you're like, I'll have low self-confidence, my self-esteem is corroded and now I also have this belief that something is wrong with me. All of this creates even more fear. And so now when I come into situations when I'm supposed to perform, when my action is supposed to create result, when my dreams are supposed to become effective, when all this stuff is supposed to go down, happen, produce, result, when I'm supposed to create, instead, I freeze. Instead, I become scared because I've learned that my action is ineffective and my monkey mind has told me that that's how it's gonna go. Okay? So that's very debilitating. Here's a tip of how to start training your body out of this zone, the fear zone. The first thing I want you to do when you get all your fear and all the stuff starts coming up, the first thing I want you to do is to take a minute and radically accept your environment and everything that's happened. Your body, radically accept. Take a second to really do that. I know acceptance is not an action, but just try it. I radically accept everything in my life. I radically accept it. What I want you to do then is to shift your focus from out here in here. Shift your focus back to your essence. What does that mean? Your essence is your energy. It's who you are, how you feel, like your thingy, okay? Start shifting your focus back into your essence. It's much easier to do, actually, than you think. And people don't really lose touch with that because our essence is us being hooked into source energy. It's us being hooked into life itself. It's shifting focus from monkey mind, solution creator, really bad computer vibes, to higher self, source energy. When you shift focus back, okay, we're on step 2. When you shift focus back, affirm for yourself this logic. I wouldn't have desires or inspiration for my life unless it was coming from source energy. My whole life comes from source energy. I wouldn't have these desires and needs or whatever if it wasn't inspired by source energy itself. I am always this person. Since I've been minutely conscious of myself, I have always been my essence. This will never change. My essence will never change. My essence is an expression of life. My essence will never change. This is what I live from. This is the way life is expressed inside of me. My actions, my desires are coming from that essence. They don't come from any other place but source energy itself. I take full ownership of my essence. It's easy for me to be the owner of myself. When you shift back into focus on self essence, you start taking ownership of you. The reason why ownership is important is because fear cannot exist inside of ownership. Say to yourself, how can this be wrong? How can my action be wrong if it's coming from my essence? My essence cannot be wrong, right? And I guarantee you, there's no human on this planet, even people who are mentally ill, who believe they are wrong. Nobody believes they are wrong. I guarantee you that no one on this planet believes other people are intrinsically wrong. Life is not wrong. We know that deep in the deep in our freaking souls, we know that no one is actually wrong. It's an expression of life. And we know, I don't care, this is why racism, for example, it boggles my freaking mind, is because when we feel the essence of ourselves, we know that is the essence of someone else too. And we know that it cannot be wrong, right? So when you you refocus there, you start taking ownership of your creation, but you align it with a system that is not based in right and wrong. You align it with a system that is either alive and expressive or not expressive. Everything I do is my expression, even if it's weird as fuck. But it's my expression. And if I'm hooked into the energy of my expression more than the judgment of how effective my action is going to be, I will thrive. Leo DiCaprio is not worried how he looks on camera. He's hooked into the expression of his essence. That's deep. So whatever you're doing, darling, art, whatever, know that the expression of your essence will always take you to a good place. But really being aligned with that, not being aligned with, holy shit, are they gonna hire me? 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 No. It doesn't matter if they're gonna hire you. My essence, my expression in this job would be this. My essence of myself in this relationship would be this. And if it doesn't align, you know, you're not going to fall back on self-criticism. You're going to be like, that's a mismatch. That's a mismatch. My expression, and then you go, my expression doesn't like them. Or my expression it's not the vibe. It doesn't feel right. That's why some people are attracted to me and others are not. Even on YouTube. Because we're not vibes same, you know? So fear is mitigated with a reconnection to your essence, you owning the life, literally just the fact that you're alive, and acting from a place of fully knowing that you deserve to express. I deserve to express. And if we had a conversation, if this was a one-on-one and we had a conversation deeper about the specificities of what it is that you're trying to achieve, right? What it is you're trying to get to, whatever, then we would be able to look more specifically where you're not aligning with quote-unquote essence. Your brain serves you well in logic, but your brain does not do anything else. You can't live from your brain. You have to live from your heart to fully feel the magic of life, what source energy is, what source energy is leading you to. I'm sending you so much love. Stay safe. Big hug. Check out my Patreon. I post videos like this and more, and do like specific readings for the collective, but only for my Patreon people. So it mirrors private readings, because it's like 5 Tauruses that I'll read for, and like 2 Libras. I mean, for the time being, okay? And I love it. I love the small community and that kind of vibe. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you soon.